The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Omaha District is now seeking public comment on a recently published draft environmental impact statement. That statement is talking about the Dakota Access Pipeline. The company is requesting an easement for that pipeline. KX News' Adrian Oglesby finds out more about the issue.
The controversy around one pipeline dates back to 2017, and we bring you new developments now in 2023. The Dakota Access Pipeline starts in Stanley, runs through the Bakken, flows under Lake Oahe, and ends in Illinois. The pipeline has been in operation since June of 2017. But the question now is, should it be shut down or not? There are 5 alternatives for the pipeline's future operation. State officials say 3 of the alternatives would force a shutdown of the pipeline, which Superintendent Baszler says would cause quote-unquote extensive harm to the state's public schools because she says the revenue from the pipeline goes towards education.
And if that immediate shutdown of the pipeline occurs, there is a significant loss of revenue to the state that directly funds our North Dakota schools across the state. There are over 480 school buildings in 168 school districts that rely on the funding that the state receives and the revenue receives in order to hire their teachers, to open their doors, to provide transportation. I would say North Dakota, 70% of our local school districts' revenue comes from the state of North Dakota.
In a recent lawsuit filed, the federal government conducted an investigation of the safety and environmental concerns of this pipeline, but Baszler says the shutdown could bring other safety issues to the table.
If the pipeline is shut down, the transport of the oil and gas that is coming from North Dakota will need to be transported by different means, and those different means are obviously most frequently are by rail and or by truck.
And she says North Dakota schools are located very close to these well-traveled routes.
And as I look at the 480 plus school buildings that are located throughout the state of North Dakota, one of the biggest safety concerns that we always take into consideration and always prepare for is the fact that many of those school districts, school buildings, most of those school buildings are located in very close proximity to either a major highway or interstate that would be transporting these materials, or a rail. The railroad transport.
Governor Doug Burgum submitted a state official comment urging the Army Corps of Engineers to maintain the existing DAPL route. Burgum wrote that shutting down DAPL would cost the state $1.2 billion in the first year and $116 million each year after it. It would cost North Dakota taxpayers an estimated $375 million annually in direct oil tax revenue as well. This is a developing story. For KX News, I'm Adrian Oglesby.
The Dakota Access Pipeline transports crude oil from the Bakken Formation in North Dakota to Illinois. The public comment period on the environmental impact statement closed yesterday. The decision now is at the federal level. You can read more about the story at kxnet.com.